So here at Student Reach, we've been making some uCoach videos, and this is for people that care about teenagers. Maybe you're a parent, maybe you're a coach, maybe you're an educator, but you have a teenager in your life that you care about, and we want to give you some highlights of our first 7 videos. So this quick video will just give you some of those things. Enjoy. Today I'm going to talk to you about 3 things about depression in your teenagers. First of all, understanding the types of depression. Secondly, understanding the cycle of depression. And third, 5 things that you can do to help them overcome depression. Grief is a kind of depression that results from loss. We lose a loved one, something like that. And this is something that your teenagers are really going through right now. Not just situational depression, but also through the loss of what they were going through. They had friends that they were seeing every day, so it's a loss of social situations. Some of them were going to graduate from school and they've lost that once in a lifetime experience. All kinds of loss is causing them to have difficulty in this time. So, why is coaching effective? So glad you asked. Number 1 is this: everyone needs an outside perspective. When it's delivered with humility that recognizes individuality, outside perspectives are life-changing. Okay, we're listening. In a recent survey we took, the number 1 thing that you responded you were concerned about your teenager in this whole thing is that they're spending too much time in front of screens.
My next one is watch a TED Talk. There are many TED Talks out there in the world. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but most of them can be quite thought-provoking. One I recommend is this one about Hide the Pain Harold. You probably don't know him by name, but if you saw him, you recognized him. It was really interesting, and I recommend checking it out. Okay.
So what is something that you think is the biggest misconception about teenagers?
Biggest misconception about teenagers? I think sometimes one of them is we forget that we were teenagers. And I think that's the biggest way we can actually help teenagers, but remember we were them. What did we think? How did we feel?
So what do you think people would be surprised to know about teenagers and what they're going through today?
Yeah, I think one, a couple things. They're just like you, just younger. See them. They're just like you were in that age. Think about when you were that age, what you wish someone would have done to see you, to understand what you're going through, to realize you were real and had real feelings and were going through life the same way that they are, that we are. And go, how do I create space for you? Because we're all in this thing together.
What are cognitive distortions? Well, cognitive distortions are really just biases in your own mind that cause irrational behavior. We unknowingly reinforce these irrational thoughts and beliefs over time until they become part of our everyday thinking that we don't even recognize. They become our truth. While we might celebrate someone speaking their truth, it isn't always a good thing if their truth isn't true. Worse yet, if your truth is causing damage to you or other people, you should try to recognize your bias and correct patterns of thinking so that your self-destructive behavior changes over time. There's a lot of things about cognitive distortions, but they all have these 3 aspects in common. They're a pattern of thinking that is false and inaccurate and has the potential to cause damage to you or someone else. Personalization have been associated with anxiety and depression. Let me give you some examples. Here's the first one. Your friend is rude to you and you conclude that something is wrong with you when really it was your friend being unkind. Here's another one. Someone is looking in your direction while laughing and you assume they're laughing at you when it really could have been anything.
Where I've learned for myself is if I want you to be vulnerable, I'm going to be vulnerable too. And I'm going to tell you, hey, this is what's hurt me in the past, and be able to pick up on some of the things. If you notice somebody who may seem off, like you're like, I don't know, there's something, it seems like they're dealing with something. Don't just wait. Don't just be like, I'm going to wait for them to come towards me. I'm going to make sure that I know before I go to them. Like, no, go approach them. Be honest. Be like, hey, I feel like you're really depressed today. Or I feel like you're really like, just something's not right.
All right, listen, here's the deal. If you want to watch all or any of these videos, they're at studentreach.org/uCoach. Go ahead and go there. You can sign up so you can get updates from us. You can actually subscribe to this video channel in the thing called YouTube. Right here. Boop, 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 boop. Here's the deal. We believe that you can be more awesome than you already are.